Live from the O'Hara Construction Studio in downtown Jackson, it's the Bart Hawley Show. I'm David Rice, inviting you to join Bart and his guests. CEO for Highfields, Brian Filson. From the Dahlem Nature Center, Executive Director Hannah Schauer and naturalist and educator Carrie Benham. From Ellis-Sharp Museum for the Art Beer and Wine Festival, Jeremy Frew with new events coordinator Pamela Meinwieser. From the Jackson Area Food Truck Association, food truck owners from Tiki Sam's Pizza, Sam DeRocher, and from Melted Cheese Grill, Terry Joe Nichols. And Executive Director for the Michigan Theater of Jackson, Steve Tucker. And now, here's Bart.
Thanks so much, David Rice, and hello everyone, good afternoon, welcome to the show, and welcome to summer. 82 right now in Jackson. It's the warmest it's been all year long, and it's going to even warm up more. High of 86 today, and the winds are going to be picking up. If you've already noticed, it's pretty breezy, but we could see gusts as strong as 30 miles an hour. Overnight tonight, a low of 69. Wednesday, it's a mixed bag. We have a chance of showers and thunderstorms midday, then showers and possibly a thunderstorm in the afternoon, a high of 81, and windy again, gusts as strong as 29 miles an hour. Chance of rain is 80%, so it's possible we would have some rain in the middle of the day and then later in the afternoon. Continuing into Wednesday night, mainly in the early morning on Thursday, but then becoming partly sunny, high 76 on Thursday. Friday, another chance of showers, high 73 as things cool down, but then clearing up and warming up a little bit for the weekend. Saturday, sunny 80 and 73, mostly sunny Sunday, and a high of 78 for the first and only NASCAR race of the season at MIS on Sunday. So we've got nice weather for all your weekend activities, graduation parties, weddings, art, beer, and wine, MIS. The list goes on and on. Thank you, Kelly Express, for today's weather. And here's the deal. They will give you a large 2-item pizza for just $13.99. And that is a price reduction from just yesterday.
Wow.
So how about that? And it's an awesome deal because it's a big pizza. It'll feed a lot of people. And you can also get all the things that go along with it, like Uncle Ray's potato chips made right here in Michigan. All your favorite drinks. It's amazing the selection that they have at your local Kelly Express Mart location. A quick look outside shows us a beautiful June day in beautiful Jackson. And you may be thinking, is it hazy? Guess what that is? Wildfire smoke from Canada.
Really?
Yes. Yes, we are seeing the effects of wildfires in Canada, and that smoke is drifting south and could be affecting us for much of the next week. An area the size of Connecticut in Canada is on fire right now, and yes, it's early for wildfire season. Although it is hurricane season, that started a couple of days ago. Today is the 3rd of June, 6/3/25, and today, let's see what we're celebrating. It is National Egg Day. Have you seen the prices of eggs?
It's ridiculous.
They're selling them in New York as onesies. You just go into a bodega and buy one egg.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's National Repeat Day and National Repeat Day. Saw that coming?
Yes, I did.
It's Chocolate Macaroon Day, National Itch Day, and World Bicycle Day. And today, of course, would be a great day to take a bike ride on one of our many bike trails all throughout the area, miles and miles and miles. It was on this day in 1973 the world's first supersonic airline crashed. It was the Soviet Tupolev Tu-144, sometimes referred to as the Konkordsky. It happened at the Paris Air Show. They were showing it off, and they had the Soviets had tried to beat France to the air with a supersonic plane. Well, it wasn't quite ready, and unfortunately, it crashed. 14 people died in that. 1492, that's a famous year for Columbus discovering America, but it's also the year that Martin Behnam, a German geographer, introduced a globe. It was the first depiction of our Earth as a round object. He created a globe. He called it Erdfell, which in German means earth apple. And now it still exists. It's kept in a darkened room at a museum in Germany. In 1889, America's first power line carried electricity 14 miles from Willamette Falls to Portland, Oregon. And that's about it, because homes did not have wiring for electricity. So, which came first, the chicken or the egg? We had to get the power on the lines in order to get it to the homes, and then they wired the homes. Back on this day in 1956, Santa Cruz, California captured the nation's attention when the city council announced a total ban on, what do you think, Adam? They completely banned Santa Cruz in the 50s, something very concerning to the city fathers of Santa Cruz.
Insults about Santa Cruz.
Very good, but rock and roll.
Oh.
Yes, rock and roll. The previous weekend, police were called to a dance hall, and there, 200 teenagers were dancing to what the police sergeant said, an all-Negro band. And they said this out of control. They were just in all kinds of, they just, so they shut it down. And so not only Santa Cruz, but 3 or 4 other cities across the United States followed suit, banning rock and roll. Of course, that didn't last. Freedom of dance. That's yes, right. It's in the Constitution. And on this day in 1976, Freddie Mercury and Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody went gold on June 3rd, 1976. He wrote this in college, and he wrote it mostly on Post-it notes. And he finally decided that he had enough material for 3 songs, and said, you know what, I'm just gonna mush the 3 songs together into Bohemian Rhapsody, and that he did. It became, of course, a big hit, but it was broke all the rules. It was too long for a rock song. It was contained opera. Nobody understood what it was about, but it became their signature song, and the name of the movie that was made about Freddie Mercury's life, which was about 5 years ago. All that happening in history. Now on to what's happening today in the J, presented by Experience Jackson. And there is the beautiful patio at Potter Center at Jackson College, where the Jackson College Summer Concert Series begins tonight. And the first installment is Battle of the Bands. And it's at 5 p.m. Feel the rhythm of summer with Jackson College's Summer Concert Series, bigger and better than ever before. And they actually have 2 events this week. They are going to have on Thursday night, Larry Sumner's Junior Big L and Code Blue on the patio at Potter Center. Tonight, they're going to have the winners of the Battle of the Bands a few weeks ago JC held Battle of the Bands in the Jets hangar. The top 5 bands will be performing tonight in an outdoor concert. Starts at 5 o'clock. It'll probably go, I would say, a good 3 hours for 5 bands to perform. Come on out. Bring lawn chairs, bring a picnic, bring refreshments, bring friends. We'll see you tonight at Jackson College. This afternoon, the Grand River Farmers Market happening not at Grand River. New this year, they've added an additional date in an additional location, Tuesdays at the hospital. They have this new market from 3 till 7 p.m., a new evening market, and they will have all the favorite things that you've come to love with the regular Grand River Farmers Market on Fridays and Saturdays downtown, now with a third date. They'll also have food trucks, live music, and more. Surprises await. Good times with great people. 150 South Waterloo across from the hospital. And the Tie the Knot film series begins tonight at the Bohm Theater in Albion. They're doing rom-coms. And this month, every Tuesday night, enjoy a classic. Tonight, it is Crazy Rich Asians, and that is at 7 p.m. at the Bohm Theater in downtown Albion. And there you have it. Today in the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson. A great lineup of guests on the show today, so we will be getting right to it. We'll be starting things off with Brian Filson, who's the CEO of Highfields. And if Brian's looking a little tan, it's because his golf outing was yesterday. Also on today's show from Dahlem, Executive Director Hannah Schauer and naturalist educator Carrie Benham. We've got Jeremy Frew in from the Ella Sharp Museum. He's the Executive Director and getting very excited for Art, Beer, and Wine this Saturday. And he has with him today, and someone he'll be introducing, Pamela Meinwieser. And she is starting her job as Director of Events today. Pamela, we've got an event this Saturday. We have Sam DeRocher, owner of Tiki Sam's Pizza, and Terry Jo Nichols from Melted Cheese Grill, 2 of Jackson's popular food trucks, and both members, charter members of the Jackson Food Truck Owners Association. And they, the food truck people, are putting on Food Truck Tuesdays this summer on 2 Tuesdays a month, June, July, and August, starting next Tuesday. So Sam and Terry Jo will be here with details on that. And then Steve Tucker in from the Michigan Theater with a summer of entertainment, including the return of the Kiwanis Kids Summer Film Series. All here today on JTV. Glad you're here today too. And we get started right after this.